Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot!
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another ranking. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. With the release of Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, the third Fantastic Beasts film and the 11th film in the Wizarding World, it's time for me to give you guys an updated ranking of all the Wizarding World films from worst to best. I am going to title the video Harry Potter movies, but altogether it's the Wizarding World films. But let me know down below in the comment section what your guys' ranking would be for all the Wizarding World films. Down below, if you haven't seen Secrets of Dumbledore, that's fine. Let's have a great discussion. This is my personal opinion. This is all subjective. Like Harry Potter's subjective, Fantastic Beasts is subjective. You're not going to agree with my list, and that is okay. This is my opinion. If you want to share your opinion, let me know your list in the comment section. And if you hugely disagree with me, let me know that in a respectful way. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, you guys are not surprised. This is definitely my least favorite Wizarding World film, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. When I saw this movie back in the theaters, I was really disappointed and really bored. And I haven't rewatched this movie since I saw it in the theater. I rewatched it before Secrets of Dumbledore, and this movie is heavily flawed. It is too long. It is boring, it is forgettable. Like every single plotline in this movie I forgot about. To address the elephant in the room, Johnny Depp isn't Grindelwald anymore, so that feels completely different. And Grindelwald in this movie was heavily just boring. Like every plotline in this movie is so boring, and I didn't like a lot of things that went down in this film. I don't really care about Newt Scamander as a character. Jacob Kowalski, he's entertaining. Queenie and Tina, I don't really care about. But a great new addition is Jude Law's Dumbledore. I think he's a really great Dumbledore. And these little characters they bring in, like Zoe Kravitz's character, I didn't like that they killed her off in some decisions in the ending with Queenie's betrayal. So altogether, Crimes of Grindelwald is definitely the worst of the Wizarding World films. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I think this movie is just fine. Like, it's not terrible, it's just fine. I think it's a cool prequel series. I love Newt and his connection with these creatures. Some of these creatures are gorgeous, and the score that accompanies it with James Newton Howard I think is great. I think he has great Fantastic Beasts scores. Altogether, it's a cool, different prequel world for Harry Potter. This is where Newt meets Jacob Kowalski and Queenie and Tina, and you got Percival Graves, played by Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell's such an underrated actor. Not a big fan of Credence in these movies. Ezra Miller, I have my issues with him as a person and as an actor, doesn't really combine all together. So altogether, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, just nothing really memorable, but it is a solid watch. And the newest release and the third Fantastic Beasts film, Secrets of Dumbledore. My review just uploaded, guys, if you want to check out my spoiler-free review on this movie. Altogether, I would say this is the best of the Fantastic Beasts films, but again, I just thought it was fine. Mads Mikkelsen's Grindelwald is an improvement over Johnny Depp, but nothing really special. I don't really care about Grindelwald as a character. And in this movie, it's about this battle between Grindelwald and you got Dumbledore, Newt Scamander, Jacob Kowalski, who are fine once again, but nothing really memorable. The banters between characters, I'd say, are better. Jude Law is great as Dumbledore. I think he's the biggest reason I could watch these movies. But altogether, I'm just not a fan of the Newt Scamander-centric story compared to stuff you could have focused on more, like with Dumbledore and Grindelwald's relationship. They tried to in this movie, but they didn't have enough time to really show that relationship. All in all, Secrets of Dumbledore is gonna be pretty forgettable for me in all honesty. Yeah, let's just get the Fantastic Beasts movies out of the way. My least favorite of the Harry Potter movies is Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix is my least favorite Harry Potter movie. Before you guys flame at me in the comment section, all 8 Harry Potter movies I give over a B. Like, B is a really good score on my grading system. I love all the Harry Potter films. But Order of the Phoenix would be my least favorite. This movie I feel is the more unrewatchable of the Harry Potter movies. I don't think it flows as well as the other installments do. I'm not a fan of Umbridge as a character, and it's pretty obvious. Umbridge is definitely the most despicable Harry Potter character, but is such a great all-around character to watch. Order of the Phoenix, I do like that Harry becomes a leader in this one, teaching all the students how to defend themselves, Dumbledore's army. The final act of Order of the Phoenix is fantastic. You got Sirius's tragic death and Voldemort versus Dumbledore, epic wand battle. But I'm not really crazy about Harry and Cho Chang as a couple, and you got these scenes with Hermione and Ron and Harry all together, Ginny, Neville. Just some scenes in this movie don't flow very well. It's still a good movie. I really enjoy Order of the Phoenix. It's just my least favorite Harry Potter film. Deathly Hallows Part 1 is definitely a setup to Part 2. It's a really epic, action-packed film with a lot of dramatic deaths in it. But again, it's just not the Harry Potter film I go back and pop in. Dobby's death is absolutely tragic. I really love Dobby as a character. And I wasn't crazy about Hedwig's death. I wish we could have saw the dramatic impact of Hedwig's death. And you got Moody's death that's off camera. Altogether, this movie is definitely a setup movie, and you need those setup moments to get to the epic Part 2. I really enjoy Harry, Ron, Hermione as characters. There's a lot of conflict in this one, especially with Ron and Harry. But altogether, this one is the only Harry Potter film that doesn't take place at Hogwarts, which is different. But again, I love the magical world of Hogwarts, and in this one, it's very tragic. But I do really enjoy Deathly Hallows Part 1. It's just not the Harry Potter film I would pop in. Up next is the film that started this iconic franchise we all know and love, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or the Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you live. I love the world of Harry Potter. In this movie, you get introduced to everything. Who Harry Potter is, he's the boy who lived, he's got a scar on his face. You get into Hogwarts and you meet all these beloved iconic characters, Ron, Hermione, Hagrid, Snape, Dumbledore, McGonagall, Draco Malfoy, that little piece of shit. It's a setup movie. You're getting introduced to the world, and John Williams' iconic score is amazing. But why is Sorcerer's Stone at 6, Ryan? I feel like it's not my personal favorite, and that's perfectly fine. I really enjoy this movie. I just wish we could have got to more things quicker. Like the Sorcerer's Stone doesn't get introduced till like 98 minutes into the movie. The chess match, Quirrell's reveal, it's all great. Of course, we have to set up this world, and it's just not my personal favorite, and that's completely fine. Love Sorcerer's Stone. Chamber of Secrets, the final Chris Columbus Harry Potter movie. I really love Chamber of Secrets. Definitely better than Sorcerer's Stone. It is a lot darker, and it's just creepy and unsettling, and it's so nostalgic. Like, many iconic Harry Potter moments are in Chamber of Secrets. I love the flying car scene where they're flying, they see the Hogwarts Express, you got the Womp and Willow, and you got the final act in the Chamber of Secrets. Harry fighting the Basilisk and Tom Riddle. You get to see Tom Riddle's human form, and he was the one manipulating Ginny Weasley, opening the Chamber of Secrets again. and it's so heartfelt. Like everything with Hagrid and him coming back to Hogwarts, that final 5 minutes of Chamber of Secrets is perfection. That's why I put it in the top 5. Like, I love Chamber of Secrets. This may surprise everybody, but Half-Blood Prince, I think, is the most underrated Harry Potter movie. Like, this movie is so good. I love Half-Blood Prince. I think people dog on with Half-Blood Prince is its runtime, it's very boring, it's not action-packed. I disagree with all those points because Half-Blood Prince, I think, is the most mature, the darkest, and the most heavily explored Harry Potter film. You need those dialogue sequences between characters, and Harry and Dumbledore's relationship in here is great. The way that they're just talking about Voldemort and everything, like the missions Harry does in here is great. I love Slughorn as a character, great introduction. Jim Broadbent is so good. But another thing I love about Half-Blood Prince is Malfoy. Tom Felton, I think, is very underrated. He doesn't get talked about as much. I think his performance in Half-Blood Prince is great. We get to see Malfoy and his arc in here. It is really great. And the Half-Blood Prince storyline, and you find out it is Snape, and that he had to kill Dumbledore for a reason. And I think that storyline is so powerful. Dumbledore's death alone is like the saddest thing I've seen in the theater. Like, this movie really depressed me when I saw this movie back in 2009 in theaters. And I think this film's really good. I've watched it many times, and I think it's the most underrated Harry Potter installment. Goblet of Fire, man. These top 3 are all A+ in my opinion, or top 4. Like, Goblet of Fire is so good. It slaps so hard. The Triwizard Tournament alone is great. All the tasks, the dragon battle, the underwater, the maze, like, it's all great. You got Harry, Cedric Diggory, Fleur Delacour, and Victor Crumb as champions, all competing in this tournament. But another thing I love about Goblet of Fire is Ron and Hermione in here. Ron is really jealous of things Hermione's doing. Ron is at his funniest. Like, I think Rupert Grint is so freaking funny in this movie. Hagrid has his relationship. Harry's starting to have feelings for girls with Cho. But altogether, Goblet of Fire is tragic. This is the first time we get to see Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort. And the death of Batman, Robert Pattinson, Cedric Diggory, is super tragic. Like, Cedric was such a cool character, and to see him get killed off, man, it was powerful. Daniel Radcliffe's acting is so good in this movie. I love just the whole way they explored Cedric's death, introducing Voldemort. Is it the most loyal to the books? No. But altogether, Goblet of Fire is epic. Number 2 is Prisoner of Azkaban. I love Prisoner of Azkaban. I know this is everyone's favorite Harry Potter movie. Alfonso Cuarón, I'm very sad that they didn't bring him back for more Harry Potter films, because this is the best shot Harry Potter film, the best directed Harry Potter film. Harry not taking shit from the Dursleys anymore is super satisfying. The night bus sequence is so entertaining. Harry, Ron, and Hermione as characters are all lovable. And Michael Gambon, the first time we see his Dumbledore after Richard Harris passed away, it is so epic. The score, John Williams, this was his final Harry Potter score, and it is so good, man. Sirius Black is top 5 Harry Potter characters. Gary Oldman's one of my favorite actors, and Sirius is so compelling in here, and he's revealed to be innocent. He's Harry's godfather, and their scenes are so powerful. Buckbeak's an iconic creature. Expecto Patronum. Like, this movie has so many iconic moments. Prisoner of Azkaban is definitely top 2 Harry Potter. But number 1, my favorite Harry Potter movie is Deathly Hallows Part 2 after this rewatch. This is my favorite Harry Potter movie. This is how you end a legacy franchise. Deathly Hallows Part 2. It is epic, it's emotional, it's funny, and all around satisfying. The Battle of Hogwarts. If you love action and you just want action, like, this is the movie for you, man. Voldemort as a villain, the army invading Hogwarts. It is all out war. It is chaos. Like, it gives you all the action you want, and this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Harry versus Voldemort. Neville Longbottom. Like, this is Neville. Like, he is the MVP of this movie. I love Neville in here. And all around, this movie is just very satisfying. There you have it, guys. That was my ranking for all Wizarding World films, Harry Potter movies, and Fantastic Beasts films, from worst to best. What did you guys think of my ranking? I'm sure you disagree with it, but let me know down below in the comments what your guys' list would be. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this video. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Expecto Patronum.